Hi, and welcome to week 11 of English 1302. We're going to take a quick review of the R3 rough draft. We've got those graded and grades have been posted, but there's something I need you to remember. The grades were great. Congratulations. There were lots of A's and B's on this assignment. But just because you did well on the rough draft doesn't mean you'll automatically do well on the final draft. In fact, unless you make some good revisions, most of the rough drafts wouldn't make a good grade at all if you simply submitted that as a final draft. Why is that? Well, because there are two separate sets of grading standards. The grading standards for the rough draft were pretty simple. 2 pages, correctly formatted, ideas gathered into paragraphs, basic research to support your ideas. So there weren't a whole lot of grading standards. For the final draft, if you look at the assignment sheet, you'll notice substantially more grading standards. I'd also like you to take this project one step further. Give me a sheet of paper, a separate sheet of paper. Now it's going to be the same document, but you're going to put it on a separate page, basically just control enter to create a hard page break. But I'd like a list of the things that you changed, your revisions, the things you changed, what you changed it to, and the reason why. We call that an explanation of revisions. We do it in 1301 all the time, but you just put down, I changed the title from this to this because the new title sounds better. I changed the thesis from this to this because the thesis controls the main idea better. So a separate sheet of paper that lists all the changes that you made, and some of you will have a substantial amount of revisions, and that's okay. But remember that revisions take time. So if you're going to do well in the second half of this project, I encourage you to get started on those now and kind of work through it step by step and be sure to keep track of what you're doing. You need to basically create your own paper trail. Remember that in college, plagiarism is a big factor, and with AI springing up, we're doing our best to kind of keep that under control. So one of the reasons for keeping a very distinct paper trail, a list of the changes you've made, is in case it comes back and it looks like it's AI, and I ask you, can you show me that this is your writing? If you have a paper trail, a good one, that's all you'll need. But if you can't show me that it's your writing, I can't give you credit for it. So be sure to keep track of what you change and why you change it. And then you're going to turn that in as part of your grade. I'll show you a sample and I'll give you some further written instructions along with an additional assignment sheet, which I think will help. All of this is due Tuesday, November the 25th. So you got about 2 weeks. And I encourage you to get started on it now, work through it in small steps, but stay on it. And when you have questions, not if, but when you have questions, drop me an email.